day 3 of celebration. Thank you for being here. How are we doing? I'm so thrilled. We all still have our voices. We're all still excited. And oh, do we have a treat for you today? How would you like to learn a little more about something called Tales of the Jedi? Good. I can feel the enthusiasm. I am overwhelmed by how many people are here. It's amazing. And you know what? We have just a person to give us all the details, tell us some things. So how about we welcome to the stage, Dave Filoni.
So, here we are.
We did it.
You got it.
Well, yeah, you've been a little busy. You have the Mandalorian shirt, but Boba Fett, Ahsoka.
That's right.
Yep. So you decided you didn't have enough things to do.
Badge. Do the Bad Batch.
How could I forget the Bad Batch? Season 2 panel tomorrow. I'm curious about when you sleep, but that's not the purpose of this panel today. But you made time to show us something new called Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah, so this is just a little thing I did for multiple reasons. One is that, well, when I would fly back and forth to work on The Mandalorian, I would write these little stories on the plane, just to pass the flight, you know, and I wrote this one story and I showed it to Carrie Beck. I'm like, check this out. And she's, yeah, I know, right, Carrie Beck? She's dying right now because you're applauding her, it's ruining her. She might be in this room somewhere if you look closely. So let her know, She's very important, let her know. And I wanted to explore some characters, and I wanted to set some things down on them and really base them on ideas that I thought about over the years making Clone Wars, and I thought, well, making these shorts would be a great way to frame up some of these characters for stories that I wouldn't do as a whole episode or a whole series, but I'll do them as shorts. And so I chose Ahsoka, of course, because how many Yeah, you know, people go, I hear Filoni telling more Ahsoka stories. I'm like, yeah, well, I create characters, so tough luck. That's just what I do. I like her, and I know that I can control what she's doing because I've, you know, raised her since she's 14. So she's done some strange things, but you know, we get there in the end. And the other character that I chose that I've always been interested in was Count Dooku.
I think other people are interested in that too, it sounds like.
There he is. So the other, yeah. So I wanted to see, like, because something I've been really fascinated by that I don't know that everybody grasps in Attack of the Clones and what the Jedi are talking about is he was a Jedi, and that's so important to understanding how all the politics unfold in the prequel era. He was one of them, and you could argue that many of the things that he decides to do, he does for the right reasons, and that's the massive trap that Sidious has set for everyone and how he sucks you into his side of things. And so the two characters really show you two paths and two choices, and there are 3 stories each that kind of unfold how Ahsoka's life unfolds and Dooku's life unfolds, and ultimately what their ends are, having been trained both by the Jedi Order, but having dramatically different outcomes as characters. And also, with Dooku, it meant that I could put this guy on screen, which was super fun. So...
Did you know that Qui-Gon Jinn is my favorite Jedi?
A young Qui-Gon. To tell people...
I was told I could ask. So
you were told you could ask.
Yeah,
that
so I
doesn't
feel
help me.
okay.
That doesn't help me. Because of course you can ask. Of course you can ask. Why wouldn't you ask? It's a very interesting question. You know, that's the most devious way someone's ever put this on a panel to me. I was told I can ask. That's like when they send children up here to ask me questions. It's frightening. looking at 10 years old eyes and saying, no, I can't tell you. I mean, I don't know. Well, all right, I'll tell you a bit of it.
I will.
It's this guy, you don't even know. This guy, Liam Neeson. But there's tricks to it.
Right. Yes, but it's not.
But it's not just him. Because to play the younger version, I thought it'd be neat because Star Wars is such a family thing. I like family involvement. I had his son play young. It was I thought a special day for everybody. It was just neat to see Michael and them Liam come together, and we had a great time portraying this, and it was great. You see how much people love being a part of Star Wars. Every time I work with somebody that's been a part of it, that's always reflected. And it's just a wonderful opportunity when you're one of the storytellers to get to create opportunities for people to continue. So it's cool. And
I
we'll find
think
out
that's
if
really
that was
cool.
right for me to do later.
Yeah, but now I will take the hit for that if it's not. It's my bad. But you probably made everyone here really happy.
If it's not, it's your bad.
It's on me. I take it.
Yeah.
This is take one for the team.
Correct. So you won't ask me any other questions.
I'm
So
gonna
I
hear
don't
about
have to
that for
answer
a
any
while.
questions. Remember, I always tell you the best way to, you don't want to hear me explain Star Wars. The best way is just to see it. So, let's just watch one of these. We'll watch an episode, and then we'll see what you think. So we'll watch one.
We'll watch one, yep.
If you don't like it, I'll just put them on my shelf and watch it myself. I like them, but if you don't, you judge for me, and then I'll know, and then we'll see what you think.
Okay, well, and I do want to note this is a special treat just for everybody at Celebration, so please do not record this. Please put away. Bring out the voice of Ahsoka's mother, the wonderful Janina Gavankar. Hello, everyone. How beautiful was that? So excited. I was worried for a little bit there, but it all turned out okay. Yes, thank you. You teed up my question. Thank you so much for the segue. Because, Janina, of course, you're already part of the Star Wars galaxy as Iden Versio in Battlefront. Yes. So I'd love to hear, how is this different? How did this opportunity come about? I want to know everything.
I got a call from a friend of mine, Dave Filoni, and he told me about this project. What are you gonna say? No? Come on, man. This isn't the first time that I've worked for you. Do you know what I'm gonna say right now?
Yeah, good. I know what you're gonna say, but
Okay. Do you guys remember that dock worker, the Mon Calamari, in that very iconic cable knit sweater? Do you remember that?
How could you not?
I puppeteered his nostrils. Do you remember this day on set? That entire getup was made by and was played by a friend of mine, Frank Ippolito, who I work with often, and he called me and he needed a second puppeteer to only do the nostrils to make him look more alive.
gotta breathe. So
Gotta breathe on that dock. And so there was a moment when I was in a hallway at Mando, and they had to show him to you and John to make sure that he would pass the test, etc. And I was trying to blend into the wall and just be the wall, because I was just there to support my friend, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me.
Well, because if I get you, I'll get myself. And that's just, yeah.
It's being a part of any of this is always emotional. I know everybody out there feels it. I could hear you listening to my question is more am I actually playing you?
what is this?
You're
Ahsoka's
parent.
What an interesting turn it's taken. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this question.
Is she
This is
sort
so
of,
fascinating to me.
spiritually
This is going weird now.
as her
This is a crazy quiz.
one of her creators? You birthed her.
I don't know what you're saying. It's so fascinating. I don't know. How do we answer this question? I think that the cool thing though for me was that to play the mother of Ahsoka obviously is very important to me. and I was hoping would be a great character, but behind it all had to be somebody that really cared. As simple as that. And you're such a fan, and my wife and I had talked about it. I was like, Annie, who could play this character? And Anne actually recommended Janina for it, and I'm like, wow, you're so right, because you care about Star Wars, and that's it. And obviously, you do care, and I think that that's important. Anybody we bring in to play these characters for Star Wars, I want them to feel it. I want it to be important to them, because it's important to everybody here. And I know that whether John and I are there or not, or Brad, Jen and I, or whoever's creating these stories, the actors will take care of the characters. And we've seen that again and again throughout the saga. And I think that from the beginning, no one set that example better than like Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher and Harrison, and the way they took care of that over the years. And still do. And
Force Tales of the Jedi in the fall. Thank you.
It is.